Hi guys, welcome back to The World is Your Bowl of Noodles, and today is our first ever episode.
Owner of an organization called Project I Am. I me was when I was about 5 years old.
Continue this journey in helping people.
It's just its own category. Like that's Italian food, like lasagna. Like
Oh
it's
yeah,
not
I don't know,
considered food.
man. Hi guys, welcome back to The World is Your Bowl of Noodles, and today is our first ever episode of this series, Slurp Noodles and Chat, and I'm here with the Jahkil Jackson. Sorry if I said your name wrong, but
Good.
he is the founder of Project I Am, author, motivational speaker, and a teenager who has done many great things. And before we get into this interview, I would like you to introduce yourself to the viewers and the listeners of this podcast.
Yes, I'm Jahkil Jackson, as you said. I'm a two-time best-selling author, student athlete. I'm going into. Oh, wait, hold on. All right, I'm Jahkil Jackson. I'm just turned 17. I'm a student athlete, best-selling author, and the owner of an organization called Project I Am, where I build awareness to homelessness and I provide blessing bags to those in need full of toiletry items.
Now, I would like to understand what inspires you to do all these great things that you've done because I feel like you've done a lot of things. Like you say that you're a motivational speaker and that you're also a basketball player and an entrepreneur. And so I'm fascinated. What is behind these things that inspires you to do all this?
So I think what inspired me was when I was about 5 years old. I went to go actually feed the homeless with my aunt and my cousins, and I got to see how they all live for the first time. And was my first real experience with them, so I was really confused, and I didn't understand why there were people sleeping on the ground with sleeping bags. So I went home and I asked my parents if we can give them all houses. Obviously, that just wasn't a solution. So we sat down and we talked about different things that we have on a daily basis that they don't have, and we thought about blessing bags.
Now, I wondered, how did that make you feel in that moment when you saw those people without a home?
Really what I was feeling at that moment when I saw the people without homes, it was mainly confusion because, like I said, at that age, I was pretty sure a lot of 5-year-olds would think that everybody had homes. So seeing that at a young age really sparked an interest for me.
Wow. And till then, you've continued this journey in helping people and motivating people to help others as well. Props to you. That's like a lot of commitment and determination to keep going and doing what you do. And so, how do you maintain that commitment now that you're 17 and still moving forward with those same dreams and passions that you had since you were 8 years old?
I would say how I maintain these the same passion is just remembering my goal, my ultimate goal, which is to demolish homelessness. And I know it's a extremely big goal, but knowing there's more young people that I want to work with and a lot that I think can be done towards working towards this issue is really what keeps me motivated.
That's right. And so you also said that you're an author of many books, too, which I saw, like My Brothers and another one. And I'm curious to know what led you into writing these books that you have created.
Yeah, so me becoming an author, it wasn't ever really my goal necessarily to become an
Yeah.
author, but I went through certain experiences where I was trying to figure out how can I express this and how can I inspire the young people with it. And writing a book really was the best way I saw that I could express myself and also help inspire other young people like myself. So I went through a lot of teasing and bullying in grammar school, and that kind of sparked me writing my first book during COVID. It was like
Hmm.
right before COVID hit, and during COVID, I wrote my first children's book called I Am to help other kids deal with, bullying and helping them learn to love themselves. And then my second book is more of like a game plan or roadmap for teenagers to help them achieving their goals.
You say that you were bullied as a kid, and I feel like a lot of kids who are bullied don't ever, they feel alone because I can relate to that story too. I was bullied as a kid for many reasons, and I want to touch how did that like make you feel about yourself at the time, and what did you strive to be in
Mhm.
that time when you were figuring out all those like people when they bullied you?
Yeah, I would say the main feeling for me was also confusion. I would say
uh,
because you wonder why, so, like you wonder why they are teasing you, wonder why it's just unnecessary, just teasing,
right.
it can be many things. It could have been all the things that I was doing at the time, because a lot of the stuff that I've done, I was doing like during that time period. I think like right in seventh grade era, and it could have been a lot of things. It could have just been normal kid stuff. It could have been jealousy. So you always have that curiosity towards, why it was happening. But I would say during COVID, I didn't wish COVID to happen, but it really was a time where I got to reflect on everything that was happening. And my parents did a really good job of making sure I was doing affirmations and learning to love myself again.
How what was your main affirmation that stuck to you to this day now?
I would say, well, really all of them, because I do these like I ams, and that's what I put in my first children's book.
Yeah.
At the end of the page is a bunch of I am me, I am courageous
Strong.
and strong. Yeah, those type of things. So I couldn't say one specific one because they all really helped get me through that rough time. And it's just so many affirmations, really.
Wow. And what is your advice to teens who are dealing with bullying from people? What would you say to them and any words of like advice?
Um, It really varies because everybody's going through something different. There's different types of bullying as well, cyberbullying, things like that. So it's really no like best piece of advice that I can give. Really, it would be what lots of adults say, but I mean, at the same time, like they don't know what you're going through. I don't know what specific
Mhm.
situations other kids are going through. They could
Right.
be going through something completely different than what I went through. So. The best thing that I could say is talking to somebody is essential. Whatever you're going through, whether it's cyberbullying, whether it's, teasing, whether it's physical bullying, it's no one solution to it, but the best
Right.
thing I would say is to talk to somebody.
That's the best advice I could hear from because talking to someone is really good to release what you feel.
Yeah.
And you say that you had people who helped you get through those tough times. Would you want to like shout out to those people or like tell us who those people were that helped you? Because no man is their own island, and every
Yeah.
man had gotten to where they be through someone or some people. So who are those people that helped you get to where you
Yeah.
are now?
It definitely takes a village. I would say my parents did an amazing job. My grandma,
Mhm.
they did an amazing job of helping me through that time, especially during COVID. It was something new for us, so it wasn't like I was able to go out and be with my friends at all. I was just stuck in the house, relying on my parents really. So they did an amazing job.
That's wonderful. And can you also tell me the process that it takes to write a book? Because I mean, there's some kids like us who would want to write a book, but we want to know how do we write a book, basically.
Yeah, so for me, it was all about having like the right people in my corner. There's somebody that I know named Miss Ariel Biggs who actually specializes in helping other young people write books and that whole process. So she really helped me through the whole writing process. Through the children's book, I kind of wanted to make it like a something with like a rhyming scheme, like a rhythm for young people, something that they can
Hmm.
enjoy reading as well. So
Right.
she really helped me with that in my second book as well. So really, like, it's about having a village as well,
Hmm.
having the right people to help you out because you can't do it on your own. That's like the hardest thing. So um, that, and then also for me, I was writing a children's book for my first book, so I had illustrations. So I went on Fiverr and found an illustrator that I liked, that I thought could fit with the book,
Right.
and that's how we got started.
Because now I don't know. I can't draw my own pictures, so I'll need to
Yeah.
ask somebody to do it for me. But can you tell me the theme of Like My Brothers? Because I haven't gotten a chance to read it yet, but many of my viewers would like to know what the book is about.
Of my brothers.
Mm-hmm.
The first book is called I Am, and then the second book is called Don't Wait to Be Great, and it's just a game plan and a roadmap to achieving your goals.
Mm-hmm.
It's more of like a chapter book.
Oh, really? That's
Yeah.
nice. And you can get it from Amazon and anywhere else?
Yeah, Amazon or my website, jahkil.com. That's where you can find more information, but it's on Amazon as well. Yeah.
That's wonderful. And now we all know that good things don't come easy, of course. It come with time and patience.
Mhm.
And I would like to know, were there like any difficulties in achieving this amount of success that you have now?
Yeah, for sure. Since we're not for profit, we fuel off of donations, so that's probably the biggest complication we could have with the organization. Sometimes when there's droughts in donations, we literally don't have any items, any toiletry items to make bags with, and that's what we do. So when that happens, it's probably the hardest hit on the organization, but we found ways around that. We started applying for grants. We started doing different things during COVID, especially because that's when the biggest drought hit. Because people were
Mm-hmm.
being more careful with how they were sharing their money because they didn't know what tomorrow was going to hold. You know, it could have been
Right.
a zombie apocalypse for all we know. So that was
Yeah,
probably
stay
yeah.
prepared, man. You gotta stay prepared. And do you strive to like do more in the future as well?
Yeah, so like I said, my end goal is to demolish homelessness, and I know that's a huge goal, but
Right.
I think with the help of other young people, which is what I want to do as well in the future, is work with young people. That's one of my favorite things to do, is get other young people involved in their communities. So I think as I continue to do that and continue to build the organization and expand into other states in terms of actually having branches of Project I Am there, not just only like giving bags out. I think that we can work towards that goal as well as with tiny homes. That's something I want to do in the future as well.
Exactly. And you'll get to that. I feel like dreams do come true just through hard work and just a lot of like patience. Like,
Yeah,
and I want to know, knowing that you're a motivational speaker, I know everybody got a dream. We all dream and we all have dreams.
yeah.
And those who dream, they want more. So, what is your advice for those who have a dream but seek to achieve that dream? What would you say to those that want to grow that dream, basically?
Those that want to grow their dream,
Mm-hmm.
I would say for those who want to grow their dream, like if you feel like your goal can reach, higher, that like sky's the limit really, I would say to make sure it's measurable at first, like make sure
Right.
it's something that you can obtain first and then grow from there. I would
Exactly.
say no, don't like overextend yourself or do anything like that because that's when it really is going to get stressful for you, especially with like workloads and stuff. So make sure it's measurable. If you're in school, make sure it's something that you can do while you're maintaining your grades. If you're in college or if you're
Right.
coming out of college and in adulthood, make sure it's something that you can keep going while you're handling your business and maintaining in life. Make sure that you're reaching high, but it's measurable.
Right. Smart goals. You know
Yeah,
that?
that goes. Yeah,
Right. And also, like you do school.
yeah.
Like you're junior, senior?
I'm a senior. I'm a grade ahead.
Wow. What college you going to?
I want to go to college in LA. That's always where I've wanted to live. I really like LMU. I like USC. I like those colleges. I also like Butler University, Villanova,
Hmm.
those places as well.
What major?
Howard too. I like
Howard, yeah, yeah. What do you want to major in when you get into college?
I want to major in marketing and minor in film. I've gotten into cameras and film a lot, like past these 2 years. Yeah.
That's really nice. And you said that you said to maintain school.
hmm
So, how did you maintain a successful school career with also your business, your motivational speakings, and all
Yeah.
those things?
It was definitely a struggle. It still is a struggle. I mean,
Right.
it's every day we're getting better at it. My parents do a great job at managing my schedule, so I have to give all the credit to them. Um, Life is very busy and hectic, so the schedule gets kind of crazy sometimes, but they do a great job at managing my schedule.
Wow. Props to the parents, man. Like, my
Yeah.
parents are always on top of me, make sure to get grades on top and everything, but they want the
Mhm.
best for us. So, but as we are moving into more critical times, how can we, as a younger generation, make our voices stand out or be heard in the communities?
I would say ways that we can make our voices heard. Um, Not being afraid to, actually, a lot of young people are afraid to do it in certain environments. Make sure that
Mm-hmm.
you're always speaking your mind. Make sure you know, it's understandable, but
Yeah.
but always speaking your mind, making sure that you're getting into when you're in those certain rooms that you're not scared to speak up and reach towards your goals really. That's
Right.
one of the main things. When I was younger, my parents kind of forced me to do things like networking and things like that. So making sure that sometimes you at a certain point you just have to do it and not be afraid because the worst thing somebody can say really is no
No.
or things like that. So you won't even see him the next day. So making sure that you're speaking up to those type of people that can because you
Hmm.
never know what can come out of it, any opportunities.
Right. But what would you say to those who are dealing with peer pressure? Because,
Mhm.
like you said, some kids are afraid to speak out and they feel like the pressure of their peers is causing them to not speak out. So, what would you say to
Yeah.
those who are afraid to speak out due to like just kids?
That's a good topic. That's something that a lot of kids deal with that I've even dealt with. A lot of kids as like whether you're a teenager or in middle school, um, it's definitely one of the hard hitting factors when it comes to bullying as well. So
Hmm.
um, I would say choosing the right crowd is important. I learned
Right.
that growing up. I always have the right people around me. I never really associated myself with like the wrong crowd. My parents made sure of that as well. So um, when it comes to that, if you're getting peer pressured or hanging out, that's how you know you're hanging out with the wrong people. Really,
Right.
yeah. To get out of those type of situations as soon as you can is
Hmm.
important.
I feel like you should always be comfortable around the people around you.
Yeah.
And also, they should be the motivation because
Mhm.
in my friend group, we like to challenge ourselves a little bit,
Yeah.
be on top of each other. So I guess that should be like the people we should strive to be around. Some people
Yeah.
who motivate us to be the
People who
best.
challenge you. Yeah.
Right. And so now that you're 17, how does
Mhm.
it feel to be almost an adult?
Scary. Definitely scary. Thinking about it every day, just the next steps in life and how I'll continue the organization. So it's exciting because seven is my favorite number. I've been looking forward to
Hey,
17.
I like eight.
So you like eight?
I like
Okay,
it.
I'm
It's
not looking
even.
forward to 18. No, I'm not looking forward to 18. That's kind of scary, but it's exciting and scary at the same time.
Right. And if you had to look back from you as an 8-year-old now to 17, about to be 18-year-old, how would you have like if you had to describe one word for yourself, what would that be?
One word in terms of like the past like years.
Yeah, like your growth.
Um, I would say, hmm, one word to describe my growth would be, um, I've never been asked that before. To describe my growth, I would say sensational.
Sensational.
It's been sensational watching myself grow over the years.
Hmm. That's amazing. And I feel like every single day we are growing, changing. I even tell myself I am much more smarter than I was an hour ago because I at least know something that I did not know like
Yeah.
60 minutes ago. But if you had to say something to your future self, man, like what would that be?
Um, to my future self is don't mess it up. I was-
Look, don't do anything to destroy what we have created, man.
yeah, I would say don't mess it up. Be
Hmm.
responsible.
Take like yeah, do your thing. Just don't stress.
Yeah.
And now that we're leading towards the end of this interview, it's gonna be really light questions, but we like a little humor in our podcast. If Aria was here, she would ask you, "What is your favorite noodles?" Like,
Favorite noodles?
yes, because our podcast is all about noodles. So, we
Ramen?
ramen,
Ramen? I mean, that's really the only noodles I've really eaten growing up.
no mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese?
Yeah, mac and cheese and noodle.
That's not, wait. You're saying mac and cheese is a noodle?
Yeah, macaroni.
Macaroni is not considered noodles.
What is it then?
It's just macaroni. It's macaroni and cheese. It's not in the same category as noodles.
Oh well, that's my favorite noodles. I don't
Wait,
know.
so what foods do you consider noodles?
I consider lasagna noodles, mac and cheese noodles. What else? Oh, I like those little spaghetti noodles. I like those.
That's not noodles. That's just its own category. Like that's Italian food, like lasagna. Like
Oh
that's
yeah,
not
I don't know,
considered
man.
noodles.
But if I was to be specific, like you said, I would maybe say corkscrews, bow
Okay.
ties.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those ones. Okay.
That's noodles. Yeah.
That's noodles. But one more thing. Do you have anything else to say to our viewers, our listeners, the guest?
I would say don't wait to be great. That's my motto. It means that young people don't have to wait until we're adults to be change agents or start our own business because we can do it right now.
Mm-hmm. Right. Take action in what you want, you guys. Strive to be the best every single day and work hard and learn to make mistakes. Not on purpose, but learn to make mistakes and grow from those mistakes. Thank you so much, Jahkil. You have been wonderful. Your words are wise, and you are just an amazing person, an example of what it means to be a successful, growing person. I don't know what else to say, but
Thank
thank you
you.
so much.